Hey guys, Zulkares here and welcome to Prince of Nigeria. This this is a visual novel about a girl who received a letter from the Prince of Nigeria. You can guess where that's gonna go. And I played this game, completed this game some years ago, and it's really funny. What I'm gonna do today is read this entire game to you. Warning, this game requires that you have prior knowledge of Nigeria scams to some extent at the very least. So, because of the nature of this game, I'm gonna finish this in one go. So strap yourselves in for some smiles, giggles, cringes as I mispronounce and misread words. This game is only for those aged 0 and above, for it contains instances of deliberately horrible grammar and spelling, as well as caps lock spam. Like this, you have been warned. To begin your registration, please key in your preferred name. Yeah, I'm just going to go with this. You have successfully registered for the account owen.holai.hmail.com. What is your name? The default name. Welcome, Horai. You are now logging into your inbox. I sort of forgot how loud this is. Let me just kill the music for a bit on my end. Okay, that should do the trick. So, I think I forgot to read. That nostalgia that comes with the login screen. This is one memory which I will never forget. A memory from years ago, on a cold winter night, when I was having a cup of coffee with my ex-boyfriend, Zach. This is Zach, a Samsung laptop. He's been my best friend for a long time now. He was a decent young fellow, still is, except maybe not that young. Sadly, our relationship just couldn't work out. But I'm glad we are still able to remain best friends even after the whole ordeal with my mom. And so that day, I booted Zach up and decided to check my email. That was when I met him. I opened my Hmail account and to my pleasant surprise, wait. Why is that cut up? I have no idea. Anyway, I opened my Hmail account and to my pleasant surprise saw inbox 1 written on the top left hand corner. I clicked on it to see a strangely titled email appear in my inbox. Subject: urgent reply needed. From princeofnigeria@gmail.com to owen.holai@hmail.com. Somebody needs an urgent response from me. I was instantly frantic. I decided to proceed with my reading. Dear friend, Happy New Year. I know that this message will come to you as a surprise. I am the next heir to the throne in Nigeria, the Crown Prince, Apara Kachinpopgorn. I hope that you will not expose or betray this trust and confident that I am about to respond on you for repose on you for the mutual benefit of our families. I need your urgent assistance in transferring the sum of USD 20 million to your account within 10 to 14 banking days. This money has been dormant for years in our bank without claim. I want the bank to release the money to you as my father, the King of Nigeria, had recently died and my greedy siblings are trying to get the money for themselves. I don't want the money to get taken by my greedy siblings. I am sorry to involve you in such serious politics, but I am desperate. I am willing to send the money to your bank account, upon which you can have 40% of the money. So this is the reason why I contacted you. Please, I would like you to keep this proposal as a top secret and delete it if you are not interested. Upon receipt of your reply, I will give you full details on how the business will be executed, and also note that you will have 40% of the above mentioned sum if you agree to handle this business with me, and 10% will be set aside for any expenses that warrant on the process before the fund get into your bank account, such as telephone call bills, etc. Best regard, Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. Just one email, and I was utterly captivated. My first emotion was sheer intrigue, as half a billion and five questions rammed through my mind like a truck into an abandoned scooter. Who is this person? Why is his story so touchingly sad? Why is he emailing me out of all people? Most importantly, which absolutely brilliant and breathlessly amazing person types in all caps? I absolutely must find out. My mind was not on the money at all. I'm not that kind of girl after all. I was indeed way more curious at the identity of this prince, this man, this enigma. My heart began thumping furiously in my chest, like an apple core in a moving garbage truck. I've always had a thing for mysterious men with sob backstories. I decided to respond to that email immediately. Hold on, let me try something. Preferences. Here we go. Let me just make a few fine adjustments on my end and your end. With trembling fingers, I began typing up my response after clicking on the easily missable compose button. Subject: urgent reply needed. From Owen at hmail.com to princeofnigeria@gmail.com. Your Majesty, it is truly an honor to be speaking with you. I have recently received your email, and I am greatly touched and intrigued by your most resplendent usage of capital letters. I feel myself highly enchanted by your words. Please do not misunderstand. I am not responding to you with this email because I desire your money. Would you mind so terribly if I wanted to get to know you better? Sincerely awaiting your response, Horai. With sweaty palms and a tremulous index finger, I pressed on the send button. I nearly missed and clicked on the side advertisement for what I believed to be gay porn or some website filled with sushi recipes instead. I breathed a sigh of relief. It would have been hell for me if I had accidentally redirected the page and lost my hard-crafted email immediately. You know what? This music is kinda bothering me. Wait, what's this? Ads. Why these ads? Suya Sushi Productions, visual novels, interactive comic books, choose your own adventure games, RPGs and more. .nr, Nigeria, I'm guessing. A touchy, broken story of a teenager who falls for an internet scam bot. Prince of Nigeria. You know what? This music is bothering me. A lot more than I thought it would, so I'm just gonna kill it all together. Nah. Indecisiveness for the win. Urgent reply needed. From princeofnigeria@gmail.com to owenholai@hmail.com. Dear Horai, yes, I am indeed the Prince of Nigeria. Thank you for responding. I suppose you accept my terms and conditions for the $20 million to be sent to you? ? Please reply to me to this email. Best regard, Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. My eyes watered with happiness when I saw the please reply me. He seemed like a sincere man. For him to have such a lack of understanding of proper grammar and spelling, but still try so hard. I wiped my tears away, my chest filling with emotions. Hardworking guys are my type. Soft backstories are a plus, and I felt myself slowly start falling for this miraculous prince. Subject: glad to meet you. From owenholai at hmail.com to Prince of Nigeria at gmail.com. Dear Prince Apara, think of me what you will, but I can't help but feel that you are a sweet and sincere young man, and I can feel myself opening up to you. Would you like to talk more, or would you leave? I would like to get to know you better, but to you it appears that you would disappear the moment I fulfill your wish. Would you be so cold-hearted, or would you stay with me? Prince Apara, I may not have ever met you, but please be assured that my feelings are genuine. Regards, Horai. I slumped back on my swivel chair, dreaming of his response. Did I manage to touch his heart? He must have been online, for he responded almost instantly. Glad to meet you. Prince of Nigeria at gmail.com. To owenholai at hmail.com. Dear Horai, yes, I am very sincere man. I will definitely fulfill my promise. Fulfill my part of bargain. You just have to give me information. Please, Horai. We have not much time. That you for responding. Do you accept? I just need to know. Thanks. Best regard, Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. My eyes watered. Every time the prince responded, it felt as if a frangipani had bloomed in my stomach. Every time he typed my name, I could feel myself melting like an iron bar in an iron casting factory. My heart leapt into the air at the speed of an apple core thrown from a tall building. That was the extent of my feelings right now. I quickly rubbed the tears from my eyes, and pursed my lips. I have decided I would tell him how I felt. Hastily, I began composing my response. Call me brash, impulsive. owenholai at hmail.com. To Prince of Nigeria at gmail.com. Prince Apara, I am brash, impulsive, but I know that my feelings for you right now are true. When you sent me that first email, my love for you felt like a giant fuchsia hibiscus blooming in the spring breeze. That time I thought, how come this prince didn't have the beautiful halo and wings an angel should have? I guess you must have left them in your mother's stomach. Before I never had the courage to tell you, but now it is different. Prince, do you believe in fate? Because you are entangled in mine. Now, these are merely a few lines, but it was so hard to write out. Please, Prince Apara, tell me, do you feel the same for me? Achingly in love, Horai. After sending that mail, I broke out in cold sweat. Every second in front of Zack was an eternity. Prince Apara was probably looking at that email right now. His brilliant black eyes must be surveying my words, and his delicate mouth whispering each word to himself. What would he do? Would he think me strange? Would he think me selfish? After all, I did not even mention about the money. Would he just abandon me then? Selfishly, I began to dream. Will he feel the same for me across the blank countenance of this computer screen? If I said yes to his request to send me that $20 million, would he listen to mine? Being in love truly hurt. I couldn't help but feel a sinking feeling in my heart when I noticed that even now, after my heartfelt email from earlier, nothing was on his mind but his insistence on giving me the money. Even if he said he felt the same way, how can I believe him? What if all he ever wanted to accomplish was to pass me that money and nothing else? Would I trust him? As those thoughts zoomed through my mind like a paper aeroplane through a classroom, his response came. Call me brash and impulsive. Brash impulsive. Dear brash impulsive, what you have when you have the money, USD 20 million, you can buy all the fuchsia hibiscus blooming you want. Just think about it. Yes, I am indeed a real prince. If you do not believe me, attached is document with my identity card. My mother is dead. Brash impulsive, tell me if you want to agree to the deal so we can proceed to next step. I guarantee that I am 100% trustworthy. Please reply. Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. I felt butterflies in my stomach and my face burned when I saw that he did pay attention to my mention of fuchsia hibiscus. It was sad, however, to hear that his mother had died. Attached was indeed Prince of Nigeria ID JPEG, which I presume must be a scanned copy of his identity card. This MS Paint identity card never gets old. I expected him to have bronze skin, dark hair, and dark pools for eyes, but his true visage looked even better than I'd hoped for. I was utterly mesmerized to think that he was part of the Nigerian Football Federation. Right there. That was certainly unexpected. Oops. Here we go. The Nigeria Football Federation. That was certainly unexpected. My feelings were intensified when I noticed the communist insignia on his identity card. I've always admired Comrade Stalin and Chairman Mao and their ideals. To think that he felt the same. We truly are tied by the red string of communism. Tears of joy rolled down my cheeks. Nigeria truly is a good people, good nation. Just like the logo said. However, I must not be tricked. By the way, does that look like light yagami to you? I must tell him how, despite the strong bonds of love between us, we must find a way to make this relationship work. Whoops, wrong button. Otherwise, we would regret it forever. Determined, I wiped my tear-stained hands on my skirt, and started typing again. We have to talk. owen.holai@hmail.com to princeofnigeria@gmail.com. Dear Prince Apara, well, this money you offer me certainly is gracious. I cannot help but feel as if this is going to be the only basis of our relationship. Do you truly want our newly discovered feelings for each other to revolve around money? I sure do not think so. Please, Apara, let us abandon all these thoughts of meager cash and instead continue to dream of the fruits of our deepest, darkest emotions. Yours truly and utterly, Horai. I clicked on the send button, awaiting patiently for a response from Prince Kachinpopgorn. We have to talk. Prince of Nigeria@gmail.com. To Horai. Dearest friend, we have no time. The money needs to go to you extremely soon. This $20 million for your bank account. All you have to do is send me your bank account number, name, credit card number, and social security number, etc. Thanks. Please reply me to this email. Best regard, Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. My heart sank as I surveyed his latest email. I have fallen deeply, irreversibly in love with him. Why must he treat me this way? Our relationship should not revolve around money. Even though I have fallen too deep, I could no longer return. I would do anything for him. So should I, or should I not fulfill his wish? Give the prince your bank account number, credit card number, etc. Don't do it. No. I would not give in, I thought briskly. This must be his tried and tested method of testing my competence to mend our relationship. I would not fail his test. Subject of roses and broken dreams. I am a little hesitant. Our relationship, as passionate and romantic as it may be with our deep and fruitful email exchanges, is starting to feel a little predatory. I cannot help but realize that you seem more interested in disposing of that cash than my existence. I do not notice that it is of great importance to you. I do notice that it is of great importance to you. But I would very much appreciate it if you could try to understand my feelings. My fair maiden's heart is getting torn by your insinuations. Your current behavior is like a hammer breaking at my heart. It will never mend. Heartfully yours, Horai. He must have been online, for he responded almost instantly. Of roses of broken dreams. Dear Horai, I am glad to be your friend and I hope we can have wonderful relationship of great together. But first I need your help. I hear you say you want cash, so I here to help you. I have good heart, so I give you cash. Horai, I am 100% and trustworthy. Worry not. This $20 million for your bank account. All you have to do is to send me your bank account number, name, credit card number and social security number, etc. Thanks a bunch a lot. Reply me with this email. Best regard, Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. Again a similar message with the same caps lock. My heart, with its 4 chambers and aorta, sank even deeper into my stomach pits. Even though his curious misspellings and questionable text had always been part of his charm, he has become increasingly difficult to understand. He was no longer the Apara I knew. What should I do now? Give him the darn numbers. Let me just save right here because I want to load my existing save game. Because I want to see when is the breaking point. Cool, we get another one. I knew it. No, don't do it. I would not give in. I would fight to keep our relationship intact. But first, I must make him experience guilt for his insensitive actions. Parallels to popular media. Dear Apara, my darling, do you remember the day we first met? At the lake, we met. Eyes and you blushed a little. You are cute. Since then, we have gotten closer. Do you remember that day when we went to the beach together? Even building sand castles then, which I found extremely childish, became something I love. Yet those days are crumbling away, and so is our relationship, and I want to mend it. Have you ever watched Twilight? I'm starting to feel as if our relationship mirrors that of Edward and Bella in that show. Edward forced Bella to take all his money and Bella felt pressured. That was what I'm feeling like. Though I have never watched the show, I just presumed it. Crazily in love, alright. I waited for half a minute and his response came. Parallels to popular media. Dear brash impulsive. In Nigeria, we watch different shows like Dictator by Kim Jong-il. But I have no time to talk about that now. Do you want $20 million for your bank account? All you have to do is send me your bank account number, name, credit card number and social security number, etc. Thanks for being good friend to me. Brash impulsive. Please reply me to this email. Prince Apara Kachinpopgorn. My stomach began to churn and tears started filling my eyes. Out of all his emails, 75% was more focused on the money than me. How could he be so insensitive even after all those heartfelt messages we had been sneaking lovingly to each other? I was utterly indignant, yet just give him that Just give that dude the darn numbers already, seriously. Such a kind-hearted, tasteful man. How could I say no to his wishes? I could do anything for him, and if he needed my bank details for further our relationship, details to further our relationship, I will be glad to do it. And so I keyed in my name, my credit card number, my social security number, everything he needed. I would test him if he still stayed with me after giving me the money. It would mean he truly loved me, but I feared that if he left simply after I fulfilled his own wish without thinking about mine, then what would I do? In the end, I decided I would trust him. I swallowed heavily. My mind was blank with confusion over my overwhelming emotions. In the end, with trembling fingers, I clicked on the send button. Days passed, months passed, weeks passed. I have finally stopped sobbing a few days ago. After that last email I sent him with my personal details, he stopped contacting me entirely. I know what must have happened to him. After all, he was the Prince of Nigeria, and he has plenty of enemies. Certainly he must have tragically perished in a political assassination. I have tried my utmost best to dig up newspapers but found nothing. The media sure was good at hushing things up. I will never forget him. We are like Romeo and Juliet, lovers torn by fate, but I will never forget him. I prayed every day to see him again. And then God granted my wish. Prince Apara finally talked to me again. Through those simple numbers I have given him months ago, every day I would check my bank account online and watch the balance lovingly. Prince Apara may have left this world, but he will never leave my heart. Every time I see $5,000 extracted from my bank account, somewhere in my heart I'll always dream that it is him. And that, my friends, was Prince of Nigeria. And it didn't take as long as I thought it would. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, or if you cringed really hard at my failure at reading English, then please leave a like or dislike depending on your answer on this video. Leave a comment or subscribe. I'm Zulkares, and I'll see you next time with more cringe.